Hey YouTubers, welcome to the Cyber Overwatch channel. I am Pragmatic1. In this video, I will be doing a walkthrough of the OffSec Proving Grounds CyberSploit1 vulnerable host CTF style. This will be different from my other videos as I will be providing a walkthrough of Reconnaissance through Post-exploitation. This will include performing recon, enumeration, exploitation, and post-exploitation. As this will be CTF style, the main goal will be to capture the flags. If you find this content informative and you are interested in cybersecurity, please like and subscribe to the Cyber Overwatch channel. Also, for more free content, please regularly check back on www.cybersec.com. CyberSploit1 is a vulnerable host created to allow users to practice ethical hacking techniques. This virtual machine is downloadable from VulnHub owned by OffSec and also accessible from OffSec Proving Grounds Virtual Training Lab. CyberSploit has flags for the user to locate. CyberSploit1 is a vulnerable host created to allow users to practice ethical hacking techniques. The target host, as noted earlier, is CyberSploit1. I have already started the host and it's registered online. I can begin doing information gathering by doing port scans and service enumeration scans. In this scenario, I'm just doing a demonstration CTF style, so I'm not trying to stay under the radar. I'll run the following command shown in the CLI. When I look at the nmap scan results, it only detected 2 open ports, port 22 SSH and port 80 HTTP. Based on the output, I can assume a few things. Number 1, the host is a Linux box due to the service info showing OS and CPE as Linux. Number 2, service banners are showing Ubuntu. Number 3, the host is using SSH for remote login. As these are only assumptions based on current info, verification is also necessary. I will focus on HTTP first. In the case of SSH, I rarely find it exploitable. If I browse to port 80, I can see a web page, welcome to CyberSploit CTF. I usually look at the page source to verify if there's any data leakage from the devs. In this case, it looks like a dev noted a username ITSSKV. After reviewing the page source, I could not find any more useful information. I'll run FUF to crawl the entire site looking for hidden directories. I'll run the following command shown in the CLI. The -w is for the word list, the -u is for the URL, and the -fc tells FUF to exclude 403 responses. This will hopefully give me the 200 OK responses only. FUF found a total of 5 pages. The hacker page looked interesting, but it was just a GIF image. The index pages points to the main page. There are also 2 pages titled robots text and robots. The robots text file is used to tell search engines what pages it can access. There will sometimes be pages documented by web admins that they don't want the search engine to access, so robots text can provide some good information. I reviewed both robots page and robots.txt page. Both appear to have the same base64 hash. Base64 normally can be identified because it has an equal character at the end. There are several resources you can use to decipher what hash method is used. In this case, the hash is base64. I ran the following command shown in the CLI, which basically means the echo will display the text on the screen, -n requests that new line is not appended, the pipe feeds base64 command with the output, and the -d is used to decode the output. After it's decoded, I get the first flag. Since I already have a username, let me see if I can use this as a password. Sure enough, it let me authenticate. Now that I am in the user's home directory, I performed a little recon and I can see in the home directory flag 2. When I performed a cat on flag 2, it appeared to be a rabbit hole and did not contain the flag. A second file, local.txt, actually contains the flag. OffSec likes to use local.txt and root.txt to contain the flags. When I performed cat on the file, it contained an MD5 hash. To submit the hash, I would just click the flag and then paste the hash and click save, and it will tell me congratulations. More than likely, the last flag will involve getting root and accessing the root directory. So let's figure out what we need to do to get root. In most cases, I would run linpis as it enumerates hosts looking for possible privilege escalation paths. Psng is downloadable from the Kali repo. Psng is an awesome tool that provides a lot of information. Since I already have linps on Kali, I started my HTTP server in order to upload linps to the target host. I changed the directory on the target host to /temp folder. Then I run the wget command shown in the CLI to download linps to the temp folder from Kali. Linps is now on the target host. I then needed to verify that I could execute linps. As can be seen on the screen, it wasn't, so I had to run change mod in order to make it executable. Looking at the basic information section, you can see it shows Linux version in orange with red text. If we look at the linps legend, it advises that orange with red text is 95% of the time a privesc vector. Linps found a possible privesc with Linux version 3.13.0-32-generic. If I look at the Linux exploit suggester section in linps, I can see a variety of suggested exploits, but CVE-2015-1328 overlay FS looks to be a good candidate because it closely matches the Linux version of the target host. Now that I have a possible exploit code to use, I will use CyberSploit to see if the exploit is already accessible in Kali's local repository. When I run the CyberSploit command shown in the CLI, you can see the results. In this case, I will use the second exploit listed from the top. In order to access the exploit code, I will need to use the path located on the right side that says linux/local/37292.c. If I type locate and the path shown in the CLI, Kali will show me where the exploit code is being stored. I copied the exploit code to the downloads folder and renamed it overlay-fs.c as shown in the CLI. I copied the exploit code to the downloads folder and renamed it overlay-fs as shown in the CLI. Now that I have the exploit code in the downloads folder, I run the wget from the target host and download the exploit code to the /temp folder. The exploit code is in the /temp folder of the target host, and now I need to compile the exploit. I compiled the exploit using gcc as shown in the CLI. Now that the exploit is compiled, let's try running it. Based on the output, it looks like I have root. When I run the whoami command, it shows that I am root. Now that I'm root, I changed directories to the root directory and located the flag, proof.txt. Again, if I click the flag icon, I can paste the hash in here, click save, and it shows that I have submitted the flag successfully. There you have it, folks. I was able to gain root privileges by executing several processes, including active reconnaissance like port scanning, service enumeration, and manual browsing. Performing those steps allowed me to gain the knowledge necessary to gain a foothold on the target host. Upon gaining access, performing further enumeration allowed me to find a workable escalation path to root in order to gain the final flag. Thank you for tuning in to this demonstration of OffSec Proving Ground's CyberSploit1 vulnerable machine. Thank you for also checking out the Cyber Overwatch channel. If you find this content informative and you are interested in cybersecurity, please like and subscribe to the Overwatch channel. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a question in the comments, or you can leave me a message at the CyberSec website listed in the description. Until next time, keep learning. The only way to improve is to keep learning. Pragmatic1, signing off.